What are the scientifically trackable personality traits in empaths? Today's video is going to be kind of controversial because in a way I'm going to be demystifying a bit of what's going on in the brain of the empath. Now, a lot of what I talk about on this channel has to do with Myers-Briggs personality typology, but here's the thing, Myers-Briggs isn't so scientific. The only scientific personality measurement is the Big Five. What the Big Five is are 5 personality traits, and you are rated on a scale whether you're high or low in each of these traits. Everyone has all 5, but it's just a matter of seeing on the scale, where are you, high or low? Those traits, really quick, you can remember them with the acronym OCEAN. It's openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, which we've all heard of, agreeableness, which is pretty self-explanatory, and neuroticism. Ooh, let's do it. Let's demystify a little bit of what's going on with an empath. So there are three of those 5 that I mentioned seem to me to jump out specifically as traits that an empath is going to be very high in. So first of all, an empath is going to be high in agreeableness, very high. Sounds pretty self-explanatory, doesn't it? It means you are willing to go along with what other people want. You're going to be kind, compassionate, tolerant, cooperative. It will be, you're not going to stand your ground and say, no, let's not do that. You'll be like, sure, you wanna do X, Y, Z, let's do it. Sure, you have these feelings, let's go along with it. It's like in my last video about empaths called The Truth About Empaths. I talk about how as an empath, you're gonna struggle a little bit with drawing boundaries. That comes with being high in agreeableness, this personality trait. People who are high in agreeableness, especially the compassion aspect of agreeableness, are going to be very interested in other people's problems and wanting to help them out. You're going to be very interested in making other people feel better, but the flip side of it is you're going to have a tough time standing up for yourself and your own feelings. Yeah, sure, it's good that you're able to be compassionate and help others, but there's the problem of not being able to assert yourself. And that's something that I think you can work on a little bit. Work on drawing your boundaries. Work on saying no from time to time. Next, empaths are high in openness. Sometimes this is called openness to experience. People who are high in openness are very creative. Openness is basically like creativity and imagination. High openness people are going to be very intrigued by complex situations and complex problems. They're going to want to tease it out and solve it. It's also going to make you very inventive and looking for new ideas. Like I said, it's creative. When you're high in openness, this is also going to kind of lead you to get really into your imagination, which can play into getting really into stories that aren't your own, getting into other people's stories. And you see, that's what empaths do, is they're feeling the emotions of others, and in many ways it's like we are diving into their story, another person's life. Now, being high in openness to experience sounds like it's all good, all upside, right? Well, there's one bad thing, and that's when you're so creative and you're so focused on teasing out complex things that it can cause you to like overwork that and constantly question yourself. Do you see the pattern here that empaths are so good at focusing outward that the issues come when it comes to focusing inward? So when you're high in openness, you might question yourself a lot and you might feel lost, especially when you're getting lost in someone else's story. You might lose your own bearings about what you're doing in your life. When you're so caught up in someone else's feelings, you might question, what do I actually feel? And the third personality trait that empaths are very high in is, believe it or not, neuroticism. And neuroticism is, it sounds negative, doesn't it? But what it really is the sensitivity to negative emotion. So for a neurotic person, a highly neurotic person, you are going to be constantly seeing where things could go wrong. You might also just assume that everything is going wrong, and you're going to kind of look for worst case scenarios, maybe turn everything into a catastrophe in your mind on the extreme side of high neuroticism. Now, why is this something that an empath has? Well, you know, being an empath means you can pick up on other people's emotions, but I think a lot of times what we mean is we feel out when someone's not feeling good. We can really feel out the negative emotions. We walk in a room and we just feel something's off. We're sensitive to the negative emotion. And the drawback, obviously, to high neuroticism is it can lead to depression and anxiety, especially if it's not yours to begin with. It's not your negative feelings to begin with, but you just can't help pick it up. And it's almost like you feel a responsibility to pick up these emotions around you. I mean, the good thing about being highly neurotic is that it's a way of avoiding danger. And so if you are neurotic, you might actually plan well enough to be able to head off certain things that could be dangerous. But when it comes to just being an empath, you have to be able to pick up on the rough stuff in life. You have to be able to see where the suffering is, where the things that need to be made better are. Those three things you will find in every empath. Now, is that it to an empath? No, I feel like there's more to it. But if there is anything that can be tracked in the real world to show that there is actually something to being an empath, and it's not just something someone made up, it's those personality traits in the Big Five system. I hope you'll check out my video about the Big Five where I took the personality test. And also, if you check out my other video about empaths, the truth about empaths, I think you'll get a lot out of it if you haven't seen it already. Make sure you smash like on this video, hit the subscribe button, and share it with a friend. Why not? Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay cool and attractive.